One of Trump's many lawsuits right now is with 60 Minutes parent company Paramount. He argues that the interview with Kamala Harris caused him mental anguish and is claiming it's $20 billion in the lawsuit. This is one of many lawsuits he has against media companies, particularly news organizations, that have done something he dislikes. There's reporting that they offered $15 million to settle with him, which is in line with what other companies have settled with him for. My understanding is his counteroffer, the reporting was $25 million, so nowhere close to the $20 billion, that he claimed. But there's an interesting wrinkle to this in that Paramount needs the Trump administration's approval for an $8 billion merger with Skydance Media.
Yeah, and so that is the reason that Paramount has even offered any kind of settlement or is considering giving in to Trump's demands, because this might be the most winnable lawsuit I have ever seen anybody face. Paramount can win this getting a first-year law student. You can get somebody who's only applied to law school to win this lawsuit. That is how weak this thing is. You know, Trump's lawyers, they did file in court last week, which is hilarious. Like, it caused him mental anguish and confusion. He was confused when he saw Kamala Harris on 60 Minutes. And if you can sue news outlets for $20 billion for causing mental anguish or confusion, then Fox News is about to be hit for $50 trillion by everybody in this country. So this would set a horrible precedent if Trump won, but I'll be the first in line to file the lawsuit against Fox News. Trust me on that. So if you want to set the precedent, go ahead, but there's going to be a lot more coming your way. The other thing they argued, and this is something that is almost impossible to prove, is that because 60 Minutes ran this interview with Kamala Harris, Trump lost business on Truth Social because people then didn't sign up for Truth Social because 60 Minutes ran the interview with Harris. You've been in court many times. How can you prove a negative like that? I mean, that's weird.
Well, they tend to specialize in attenuated arguments, and I don't know how you get from A to B. It seems clear that other people, though, also see this merger thing as a bribery issue. And in fact, the Press Foundation has said it intends to sue Paramount if they settle with the Trump administration or if this merger goes through under anti-bribery laws. That a lot of organizations are looking at this and saying, hey, wait a minute, the only reason you would even entertain paying money to this is because you have this other pot of money, and guess who can control whether or not this merger exists, because this is two major organizations trying to merge to Coils One, so the FAA and some of the other organizations would have a say in whether or not that can happen.
And look, we know that Paramount is going to do whatever they can to make the merger happen. Trump's going to walk away with money. He is not going to lose this lawsuit, and this lawsuit, of course, is not going to go to trial. Because if it does go to trial, we could be years out from it, and that would delay any potential merger. Paramount needs this done now. They want it done immediately. They're going to come up to his number. And that is horrible for the media. That's horrible for the country. The merger is not great for media consolidation either. But all of this is just going to empower Trump even more. I'm always right. I'm winning everything. All these media outlets know they can't mess with me. And then we're going to see more. Anytime a media outlet makes him mad, this will be the response, because he'll win this. He shouldn't. Legally, he can't, but he'll still win it. And that's what drives me crazy about it.
Well, I meant to say the FCC earlier, but when you weaponize a government agency like the FCC, Paramount is incentivized to say, hey, we'll give the man pulling the charges like a mafia don money so that he lets our merger go through and we can make more money. Interestingly, several of the new board members of Paramount see this problem and realize that they've kind of got themselves in a catch-22. If you settle and pay this money, that many people looking at this and legal experts say you should absolutely not pay him anything other than maybe a nuisance fee so you don't have to try the case, and then you get the merger approved, then it's clearly a tit for tat. And so if they get their merger, if they pay him and they get their merger, then they're going to get sued by others who say, you've committed anti-bribery, you've committed this to get your merger to go through.
And if the judge decides to throw the case out, which is still pending, then Trump could get mad, tell the FCC, nope, don't approve the merger, and you can't sue him for that because he has immunity thanks to the Supreme Court. Technically, that's an official action. And so I don't know. It's a horrible situation, and Trump knows it, and he knows that I think he has the upper hand.